Well, hi folks, back again. This time what we want to do, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to assemble a pine wood bed. Oh, well, let's start with the bottom of the bed. So what do we have? In the package we've quite a few bits and pieces. We'll go through them bit by bit. This is the bottom end of the bed. The two uprights. Excuse me, like here, two uprights. Now if we get this right, and I say we should be on a high. That's one, that's two. Now it says on the bottom right. Okay, now that's if you're looking from the base of the bed upward. Whatever's on your right, as this is bottom right, will be that side. I don't know why I just don't call it, what would that be, starboard. So this is the bottom bed, bottom right, and this piece of wood has this nice finish at this end, so that actually goes up the way. So when it says bottom right, put that down in the ground, that will go in the ground. So we have this section here first of all, and this one is marked bottom left. Again, as I said, that's if you're looking from the base of the bed upwards, you would be turned that way. Of course, that would be your right, that would be your left. So this is the left one. It says at the bottom, so that's the bit that sits up, the bit that says forward, so you can't see it. Anyway, enough hilarity. I've already taken out all the bits and pieces, which look a bit frightening. But we're going to have a go, right? And the first thing we want to do is to take this bolt, if you follow me. Now there's 3 holes here facing that way, 3 holes here facing towards the headboard. That's towards the other side, right? This will be going towards the headboard. This is towards the headboard. So anyway, we will, that's right, put this one in like so, and we'll have another one that will go in like so. Agreed? So far so good? Yes, agreed. So down we go. That's 2 holes still not filled in, but I'm not worried about that just now. Now there's other parts gone, and we will put them, let's just put them on just now anyway so we don't lose them. This goes on there, right, that's that. It doesn't go properly, turn it around. For goodness sake. There we go. Right, just to secure them, not lose them, let's put them on here. I thought they were going to use those, no, they do. Right, that is the bottom left one. Now the bottom right, let's attach these similar bolts on the other side, 1, 2, 2, and we need 2 for over here. So let's bring this over, and these will go through from the outside. In that case, turn over just to show you putting the bolt on. And bolt goes on there, right? These should be facing each other, which at the moment they are. Now this one would come through this side, put it down the ground, right? As I say, that's the bottom right, and it will eventually, sorry there, hold on, don't go away, just didn't put it on properly. It says temporary, just to not lose them. Right, now, they will sit like that when this time's up, right? And obviously this one will sit the same. Okay, now, let's complete that one while we're here. there's 4 that are exactly the same pieces of wood. I'll bring them down here for a moment. They are with different colours and the tops of them. But for the moment, what I'm pointing out to you is 2 of them have holes in the side. That's one at that end and one at that end. This one also has hole at the other end, right? Now, one of these is for the bottom of the bed and one is for the top. We want one for the bottom, right? They have 1, 2, 3 holes either end. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not really too fussy which one we use, you know. We'll keep that one for the top. So we would now connect these, and we'll do the bottom of the bed first. So that for the moment, these holes are facing up the way. I hope you can see it okay. Those holes in the side I showed you are now level with those nuts and bolts I put in. Is that end? Right or left, blah blah. So what we're going to do, we now need the dowels. These give a wee bit of flexibility, right? And we'll put them in to the upright. There's 1, 2. Let's get them in properly. Now, remember we put this bolt on. Let's take it off. Just for a moment. And let's push these dowels into one end of this. Right? If we lift it up perhaps, it's a good tight fit, that's good eh? Now then, we should manage to get this down on here. There we are. A wee bit of muscle required, but that's not too bad. Now then, we're back to this bolt and nut. Now the nut actually fits into that hole now. Just turn this around to show Allen key doing his job. You see it okay? Right, an Allen key. Just fit in here. I wouldn't advise trying anything else to use it. Better get an Allen key because it's just trouble if you don't. So let's try to show you the right, Allen key goes in, and now you can leave this in really tight, your heart's content. That's this. Nice one. And I think we'll take this Allen key off. I'll take it off so we can use it without all the jingle jangle. So that's that one on. I'll turn this round again, the right way round. Now it's my fault as regards not getting that to fit in properly. Now the same other side, not losing the Allen key, we take our screwdriver and our Allen key and move this up to make sure you can see what's going on. As I said, there's a hole in this one, this side as well, right? Got it facing me. That's where we put this nut. And remember, it's got one end's blank, one end's got a slot in it. You want to put a slot in, and you want the slot to be, yes, I got it wrong, running that way, across that way. So when you put it in, you want the slot running across the way. That makes a hole available for the bolt to go into. So let's just, wait a minute. See, now you weren't paying attention. You could have told me. We also now have to put in our dowels. You see that going in, I presume? We shouldn't really do this, but we'll use the persuader just to tap them in. That'll give you that. That's fine. Now if you've been paying attention, you would have seen that. Now there's 3 holes here, remember. The dowel's going to 2 of them. Just a matter, there's the 3 holes, 1. The dowels are going to into those there and there. And the bolt will go back in there. So here we go, put the dowel in. Like that. There we are. Now we don't want to hammer the wood, make dents in it, so just do the best you can. Now then, Allen key, and we have a screwdriver just to straighten this up. An Allen key back in here. That's nice, and away we go. That tightens up everything nicely. The dowels, everything gets screwed into place. That's nice, there we are. Magic. There you are. That's our first piece. The end in place. Yes, not bad. So that gives you an idea. What did we have? An Allen key and a screwdriver and a wee persuader. A persuader. A little persuader. So that was that. Well, still got a fair bit to go. So let's turn to the headboard. At first instance, the headboard looks a wee bit frightening to me. Let's see what happens. Well, here we go, top right, and this one's top left. So here we go again, we have top left, so looking up at the headboard, that's this side. And top right, TR, top right, look up the headboard, go that way. So that's that side. Right? And oddly enough, it's a TR bit that sits, you blank out, you put it up. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, that would be right if we turn it properly. And I turn this one the same. Top right, yep. We now have 3 boards to play with here, just to make it difficult. One of the boards again has a hole in the side of it. Hole in the side of it. That is the one that will be going down here. And this end, look at this end, it's got 1, 2, 3. That one will be for our bolt that we're getting familiar with. The nut and bolt that we'd be screwing in through that hole. So that will be dowels going there just like that one. So this would be this side here, right? And here. Now let's get this right. That would be the top. Aha! That would be the top here. That's right. That goes in the bottom. They would go in here. Now then, what we can do first of all with these ones is line up the wood we're going to be using, right? The board we're going to be using. This should have 2 holes in it for here and here, and this one should have 2 holes, but one is bigger than the other. I'll find out in a minute. Right, that's right, the smaller hole will go to the top because it's going to be a wood screw I gather is going to go in there. So there we have these, right? But the difficulty now is, it's not a difficulty, we have to put the dowels in, all of them, one side. But not, you don't put dowel 1 in and then try to get others, you need to force them open. So what we'll do, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dowels that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, this has all been done without a calculator. I'm impressed. Right, first one. In we go. Oh, that's quite nice, neat. And there'll be 2 for this one. Is that right? Tight fit. I like a tight fit there. Best. And I'll do one here. As I say, let's hope the manufacturer's not watching. We'll tap them in. Hope I can't be sued for this, no, surely not. Tap, 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 tap. And that's it, tapped in. So, we can now secure these ones to table into this one. So they've got to fit into this now. You see the holes here? Whoa, frightening. But 2, 1 and a small one for there later. So that's and that's for the bolts thing, remember. Okay. Now, so let's put these in, the dowels in first, so we don't end up shambles all over the place. Ah, good, get that lined up nicely. Yes. Maybe, oh no, I don't want to hit it with that. What I'll do, I'll tap it in, but we don't want to damage the wood or make any marks. So what I'll do in this case, I've got this glove and I'll fold it over, right? And I think maybe could be just, oops, maybe just, you can see, I don't know, tap it in. That's still out. And then, just to stop marking the top. I'm going to get a lot of stick for professionals right enough, you know. But nice one. And this guy, that fits in easier because you take a screw. But I'd like to get these in properly all the way. That's quite good. That's a bit slack, but it's meant to be. So, I've put the dowels in that end, or that side. Let's do the same over here. Now I'd like to close them down a bit further. Put them in a bit further, so let's... They're in a fair bit, but let's just not do too much hammering, shall we? Not too excited about that. There we are. That's a pretty good fit. So that's both ends done. Shall we say nearly. Slight error on my part. They actually provide us with a Allen key to suit. So I'll try and show you what I'm doing here. They've given us an Allen key, right? So what we want to do is top board of the headrest, take it a bit more. It's actually a screw nail fluff fashion that does it. So you remember the small hole, there's a big hole and a small one for the dowel and one for this system. Right, that's quite secure too, strong. So we do the same now with this one, which will be easy to show you, I think. You got it. So tuck this in here, make sure we get it lined up with the hole, don't go out of the way, and let's screw this one in. Obviously different models might have slightly different systems, but this seems to work quite well. That's powerful. That's a good grip pattern. And that's pretty firm and secure. Yes. So now we have a headboard and of course our bottom section. Right? Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Right, but that now should be turned that way. That's right. Okay, nobody complaining. Right, starts to be fun and games now.